Theresa May has opposed a second Brexit referendum. Dan Kitwood, Getty. 57% of British people want a second Brexit referendum if May fails to secure a deal with the EU. Younger voters are overwhelming in favour of a second vote in these circumstances. Yet both May and Corbyn oppose calls for a second referendum. Recent poll found 55% of British people now support remaining in the EU. London, a growing majority of British people now want Theresa May to call a second Brexit referendum if she fails to secure a deal on Britain's exit from the EU. 57% of the British public would want another vote under those circumstances, according to a new BMG poll. Among younger voters the majority is even larger, with 73% of 18 to 34-year-olds now backing a second vote. The poll also found overwhelming support for a second referendum among Labour voters, with 74% calling for a new vote if May fails to win a deal. A separate poll conducted by Commerce last week found that voters would now back Remain, if Britain went back to the polls. 55% say they would now support Remain, with 45% backing Leave, according to the poll for the Daily Mirror. The findings will put pressure on May to rule out leaving the EU without a deal. The Prime Minister has previously repeatedly insisted that no deal is better than a bad deal. Labour has also so far refused to back calls for a second referendum, despite support among Labour voters and members. "We are not supporting or calling for a second referendum," Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn told ITV on Sunday.